Previously on NGP RPG. After meeting Tessa and Saeed, they head to the final safe haven on the island, a small town which they must defend from the creatures of the night.
I'm low charisma, I have high intelligence, and I've just thought of an idea.
You do?
Wow.
Oh boy.
Haha. So the bar is full of alcohol. We've got someone who's got good strength in fire creation.
Thank you.
Maybe we should funnel them into the bar, and then just, yes, we're maybe going to have to blow it up, and that may cause some things.
But yes, that's a good idea.
But like,
Will they be safe? Will they be sorry? Or will they just get lucky? Find out this time on NGP RPG.
What's up guys, Tom here, and we're another episode of NGP RPG, and we're playing D&D, yeah you know me, it's your boy Tom, and we're back again on the third episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and of course again, this show is not by myself, we're a bunch of cheeky members of this team. Let's go ahead and introduce everyone. Let's go from the left.
it always starts from.
Yeah.
I'm Shane, but I'm also Vit Lupo. I'm a barbarian. I do stuff.
Hey, I'm Alice Clarke. I'm Katura Blackwood. I like fire and stabbing.
I'm Donald Duong. I am playing Oliver, a warlock.
I'm Brandon Caro. I'm playing Kamerock, another warlock.
I think I'm a warlock around here.
Exactly. we've got the nerd buddies over here as some sort of like ancient deity started bullying you for some known reason.
Call back to people that watched episode 2.
Exactly. Thank God. Otherwise, we'd have no context. So on this show, we're gonna be enjoying some D&D, and at the moment, we've had the gang do up some defenses down here. Should be on screen. Editing. And we've got themselves in a little bit of a tight pen of a situation where they're going to be defending themselves against a horde of what's a name for these things? Like they're like being
Crab zombies?
Crab zombies?
Zombies with crabs.
Just crabbies.
That's I read that story on DeviantArt. That went places.
Help me. So we have these things that we've got a medical practitioner who loves blood, some people who love to throw Arctic Blast and throw things across the room, and someone who likes to throw
with
people.
about a 0% accuracy rate too.
Again, hey, it's the thought that matters.
And sometimes real life needs to imitate art.
Exactly. Help. But yes, we're back at the little area, and just for you people at home, since we don't have figures at the moment because community TV, we're going to represent our players with numbers. So just for sake of it, we've got our founder over here, Mr. Rock, as number 2. Vit Lupo is what number you choose to be? Pick the black die.
The black die. I'm going to be... We've got 4 people, so I'm going to be 6.
I was going to be 6. This means war.
It always has.
But now, I'm going to be number 1.
I have lost my black tie.
I gave it to you literally seconds ago. Oh, no.
Is it on the ground?
No. Mr. Donald, have a die.
I have lost my second
You are, I'm taking control. You are number 1. You are number 1.
I'm already number 1.
I'll be number 1. 2. It would be better if I
He's
actually
3.
get 2.
He's 3, or I'm going to start having a fun time. Great.
There's a die.
Strong, Tom. Be strong. Be strong. So yes,
Oh,
we're
no.
going to have a great time tonight.
I'm a professional dungeon czar.
Yeah, exactly. So those are going to be the representations of our players tonight on the screen as well. So we're coming up to midnight in game.
And in real life.
Exactly.
Probably.
Witching hour.
Do you guys? So you guys are getting an understanding of the situation. We have Tessa, who is the captain of the city, the captain guard. It's somebody who's in the power. Who has the power and seems to be the only person in power at the moment, looking at the table, right? And she's kind of getting as many people into the main hall to protect them, and she kind of like notes the fact that she's got to hold that door as much as she can, and your duty tonight is to protect the rest. Like essentially, that building is the last point that needs to be defended, and
My duty tonight is to kill Saeed. And
What?
also
Sorry,
the associated zombies.
Sorry, can I get an understanding of what's your character like? Is he like good or a paladin or?
My character is an atheist paladin who is also a fire genasi. I really need to learn how to pronounce that.
Yeah, it's almost like
I'm
it's
a
your
Gentle.
character.
Fire genie. My character doesn't care.
It's all right. So your character is essentially a born between a non-genie and a genie, essentially. So
Yeah.
essentially a half orc, but essentially for genie. Essentially, yeah.
A genie with a confused genus is what you're saying.
Exactly, a genie.
I'll be here all night, ladies.
Oh, we're going to be
we're
here
all
all night
disappointed
filming
about
this.
that.
Getting into it, the night seems a lot more kind of calm, despite your deposition. You see a lot of people inside, kind of panicking.
Have we told her the plan?
In what way do you mean the plan?
The plan to kill Saeed with all the crab zombies in the bar.
Okay, so my understanding is he's a distraction, but your not antithesis is to kill him.
Well, no, it's more. Well, okay.
Wait, we're not killing him?
No, I'd
Yeah.
say
He's like something that's going to happen, but not like directly. Like you go to Subway to get a sandwich, not to sit in a chair. But you happen to sit in a chair.
like
Who's sitting in a chair at Subway? Who's eating in at Subway? The whole point of going to Subway is that you get
judge
to
my life.
leave.
Don't judge my life.
You are wrong.
I'm gonna blank out the name of the company there. That's fine. Yeah. So the plan is essentially he's gonna be the decoy. Okay.
he was, I guess, the decoy where he was going to draw in all the crab zombies. I don't even know what they're called.
Corn puppets.
Puppets. All right, all the puppets into the bar, and then
puppets.
we're thinking of dropping the watchtower onto the bar, and the bar explodes with all the alcohol in it.
Yeah.
That was the plan. But
Yeah, and Saeed's in the room. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Saeed's getting dead.
he's drawing them
Yes,
through
he...
a party.
So there's a
And
chance,
he's
but again, the whole situation went down between our friend over here, Oliver, convincing him. So
Yeah,
essentially,
And let it be known, I think Oliver's a little bit. It's going to be a little bit messed up by that whole thing of sending a dude to his effective death.
Yeah, but you had like a.
Question mark?
Didn't you get like a 20 roll charm? So it was like.
I've got like 50,000 charm here,
Yeah, but
which is ironic given you know.
Look, one day you'll find love.
Oh,
wow.
it won't be in this bar though.
Welcome back to NGP RPG, where things are getting a little too fucking personal. So yes, we'll roll into the night, and
you know.
you guys can get some food, or can use some of your own resources. I'm guessing some of the villagers in the area are preparing some food, like some papaya.
Oh, they're bribing us with food?
Oh well, they're essentially you're going to be defending their lives, so I'm guessing they're going to feed you.
Okay, well, now I'm suddenly more okay with the defending them.
Okay. So yeah, they
It's
kind
not
of
easy to get you on our side, is it?
yeah, they've kind of referenced that they've had previous stands with this, and at 6 o'clock when the sun rises on the island, that's when the big evils are out of the way. The rest of the day is just like dealing with the scrappers. So essentially, that's the only time you could probably get any sleep. So essentially, you've got to last from midnight to 6 o'clock.
Now, does this island have drugs?
I would say there is some narcotics, but again, it's not necessarily narcotics in the way you would understand it. It was like more like magically infused things.
I did bring
Magic
my own
mushrooms.
drugs,
Yeah.
but I'd rather not use my drugs if I can be bribed with other people's drugs.
Absolutely. Or you can go and make a charisma check in the area and see if you can't hustle any people from it.
Well, it's just more like, I'm not talking about, like, I don't want to be hopped up on goofballs or whatever the kids are having these days, but I do want, like, some caffeine or something.
Yeah,
You
that's-
can tell that I'm
well-
cool.
Caffeine wouldn't necessarily be something that would be from the cocoa bean, kind of a derivative that way, where it's like a coal bean technically.
What you want is a can of fantasy Red Bull.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I want something nicer. Like,
CV.
Well, make a roll for it. Make a roll for it.
I'm going to make a roll
Perception.
for
Perception.
delicious Nespresso.
Okay.
But fantasy
All right,
espresso.
all right,
It's
okay.
real now.
Okay, that's a conversation. There is coffee, but you were saying caffeine by itself. Is like I thought you were like doing caffeine, like just like rubbing against your gums.
Look, I'm okay with that as well. So
I want to feel the power, baby. Woo!
personally, I would recommend injecting directly into the eyeball. It's a much more effective system.
At least it's not like a towel. Like that's a story. That's a story.
We're earning this MA rating for
Yeah, exactly.
aren't we?
Welcome to YouTube, baby.
Advertiser friendly.
You can make I would say make a perception roll and see what you can get. I'm guessing you probably.
20.
Oh.
Well, do I need to fucking say anything? So
do you
you do
want?
go in the area and you do see a small kind of a very I'd say elderly gentleman who's been on the island for a long time. He seems like kind of
Does he seem Italian? Like, I want quality caffeine.
I don't think there's a like Italy in this universe.
Fantasy Italy.
Fantasy Italy. I would say maybe
Fantasy
from
Italy.
like.
Fantasy Italy mixed with fantasy Greek mixed with fantasy Turkey.
I also
Alright.
accept Fantasy Melbourne, not Sydney. Sorry, Sydney, if you're watching.
Fantasy Morocco. He's from the Isle of Spice. He's
I accept this.
Yeah, he's from like a little small thing. He kind of talks to you for a little while because he kind of seems like a very gentle, kindly one. He kind of seems a little bit unfazed.
So he'd have like fantasy mocha, but with like some cinnamon and like some
Fantasy
frost milk.
cinnamon.
Fantasy cinnamon.
Yeah, I looked at the dice. Didn't look at it. He kind of provides you with these small kind of like pellets, essentially these things that you can use and you drop into water. And it's kind of quick mix, kind of revitalization.
Instant?
Not necessarily that, but again, you could.
What do you take Kachira for?
Well, yeah. Well, the name's there. It's these kind of easy mixtures. Essentially, it makes instant potions. They're like little capsules that essentially go into it. And he calls it quick revives. These things that kind of give you a little pep to energy. He gives you 4, since you guys have kind of helped him out.
But what are these guys going to get?
You're just gonna like crush him with your teeth, like, oh, I want to fight someone.
We have 72 hours.
Yeah.
Oh no, not
Literally going to be
anymore.
vibrating
You're gonna go
for this
you're
6 hours.
At 6 o'clock, you're gonna go to sleep and then have some time to wake up and then go.
When am I doing my dissections?
Help me, please. But yeah, you've kind of got your own little area set up in the.
Okay, so I've got time later. I'll get to learn what these things
you've
are
got some
doing.
time to
and
like relax because other people are going to take over. Because essentially, you got a lot of people who are very exhausted from a lot of hunting and taking care of these little things. So yeah,
and they're cooking us crab, right? Like we've already established the crab meat is delicious.
Not these crabs, because these things are probably not that great. They've got a lot of variety of whitefish, crab, lobster, kind of.
This is the important stuff.
Exactly,
Okay?
exactly. They have jambalaya, essentially, a very nice jambalaya.
Ooh,
Yes.
I like this island. Let's
Exactly.
stay.
I know what that is.
Exactly. Jambalaya is essentially like a nice stew with a lot of kind of seafood. Why am I talking about this? Welcome back to the Cooking Show. I'm your host, Tom.
Look, the
so you guys,
food is important.
Exactly, you got to get world building. So you guys enjoy kind of a nice light meal before it. Enjoy the drinks. You'll have some alcohol. I'm not going to judge on you. Again,
That's a terrible idea. You should never have alcohol the night before battle. Any of these guys have alcohol the night before battle, I'm stabbing them with some kind of spear or something.
again, you're the only ones who are going to get battle.
A spear with hangover cure, because my guy might want to
Hey,
do that.
a little bit of fireball rum doesn't hurt anyone.
Can it be a real fireball?
I say, is it like,
live your life
is this
how
on
you
name
want.
from shooting fire?
Last
you're
time I
right.
shot a fireball, that didn't end up, subtle.
Last time I shot a fireball, it was fine for me.
You seeing everyone bicker?
I'm thinking of grabbing a drink and then going to the foundry,
Yes, that's
where I feel a little bit more comfortable, other than my allies, I guess, because they're not really ally-like.
Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah. Well, you can head out there. Give me a perception roll for me.
All right, let me see.
You know what? This actually works for the story. So you walk into the foundry, and as you kind of get into the door, it's a swing door, and you get banged in the face, and you fall kind of flat in your butt, and
And you break
But
your
what are we
glasses
talking
and
about
your
his
pants split.
character?
he
does have bad luck. That was
the
his character's
backstory that
trait.
you're hearing right now is just So you see kind of a very elderly gentleman, not the same one as the one that Ket ran into. He seems like a very leathered face. He's seen a lot of fires, a lot of foundry work, and he kind of offers your hand and gets you back on your feet. And he sees that some of your armor's a little bit dented up, and he offers to do some stuff. But again, you're more welcome to kind of refuse and do it yourself.
I feel like that with my luck, I'm just going to roll a 1 and maybe bang it up even more. So maybe I'll let him take it, see how his skills are.
That's right enough. You kind of spend the next couple of hours after building all that stuff. He kind of sees that you've done all that work, and you kind of eat your food and you kind of talk back and forth. And he does some work to the armor itself. What do you got as well?
What have I got?
Yeah, what's exactly it?
I have a broken half sword that is still broken. I've got a shield, longsword, a hand axe, or 2 hand axes, 3 javelins because 1 was burnt up. And for
You're welcome.
And for armor, I don't actually have that much because I believe I've got some. I think I've got a bonus to unarmored.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
barbarian.
at the moment, I'm unarmored. But
That's
yes.
fine. So it's more or less the sword that you want repaired. And he kind of talks you along. He kind of tells you some stories about the area. Please don't join the McDonald's, or I'll send you to the negative zone. He kind of talks a little bit for, like, some of the stuff on this island, like, metal-wise, is a little bit worrying. Like, even by your own standards, that you haven't seen some of the stuff that he's been working with. And he kind of adds to the sword. And when you pick it up, it feels a lot more heavy, despite it, like, you feel like the top of the metal of it is empty. Like, you feel like it's hollow. You want to do a perception check? Like, do you have any, like, metalworks, like, skills?
I have, what do I got? Well, I've got proficiencies in Smith's tools as well as...
I think we'll add that as a bonus too, so that's our understanding.
All right.
That's right. You
His character is full of bad luck. Like,
Make sure that this isn't a loaded dice that you've given him.
Snake eyes.
please don't roll all the good rolls out of it for him.
I think if it was a crown, I probably would have just won like $2,000 for that snake eyes roll. But hey,
Exactly. So when you pick it up, you get a weird feeling in your arm, like a genuinely bad feeling in your arm. And can you roll again for perception? This is exclusive perception.
15 perception in that one.
15.
But,
So I'm guessing, do you have like metal braces or anything?
at the moment, I've only got. What do I even have?
No.
Don't really think I have the metal braces at all. I've got. I had my mother's bracelet. That
Nice.
yes, that's what I had.
Yeah,
She unfortunately is dead.
that's fine.
But now who will love you?
Exactly. Again, hi, I'm Tom from New Game Plus. The opinions of Alice Clarke do not reflect New Game Plus or New Game Plus's affiliates. Don't make fun of dead mothers. Usually not basic impression. But yeah, when you grab into the bracelet itself, it feels like it shakes like a lot in your arm, and you feel like there's something burning on the back of your hand. You can do another perception check, but again, you're not really included in magic. Like, you're not clued into it, but again, you can check it.
All right, I'm going to quickly check it. Maybe I should pass it on to one of the ones that in magic. But I don't know if they. I feel like they might take it if it's worth something. So I'm going to check myself first.
Exactly. 11.
So that's 2 ones right there.
Exactly. You look into it and you feel a symbol kind of peer through your skin. It seems very light at the moment, but you feel something like peer through it. Something that you feel has some depth to it. Like, you physically put your finger against it and it feels hollow to a degree, but not like hollow in a way. It's like a cavity. It feels like another place. Like
is the symbol something that I recognize?
No. Unfortunately, the symbol that you kind of check is not really in your vocabulary.
Did Vit join the Death Eaters?
Maybe. It's up to you.
Fantasy Death Eaters.
The fantasy. Are
legally
the Death Eaters already the fantasy Death Eaters?
The fantasy Death.
Fantasy Death Eaters is my favorite Metallica cover band. So for the time being, we'll kind of stop there. But what are you guys doing in the main hall? Do you want to go to the bar?
I've got my scene here, but I think you want to go first.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing you guys in the same location, kind of chatting back and forth.
Story point, isn't the bar ready to be set on fire? Shouldn't we be not going to it?
Yeah.
I'm guessing in this process right now, you're setting up.
So we're still setting it up to be on fire.
Yeah, for the most part, it's like a baseball bat and broken glass just smashed to pieces, just like knock things over.
Yeah, so for my scene, I think I'll be in the bar with Saeed, setting it up, but also making sure that his final moments on this fantasy immortal coil are, some of the best, let's say. So I'm getting, much to the chagrin of Kit, a little bit drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind killing you later.
Let me grab this. Okay, can you make a defense roll against charisma?
Defense roll against charisma.
Yes.
So that means I add my charisma roll?
Yes,
my
exactly.
Thingo to it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a +4, so...
Yeah, exactly.
14.
So, Saeed kind of sits you down and kind of gives you kind of a chat. He seems to mentally calm down, but again, he's still on the plan. He's still definitely on the plan, and you guys kind of drink back and forth. Can you give me a roll on your Constitution, please?
My Constitution, that's not as good. Actually, it's a +2, that's fine. Except when it's a 5, so 7.
That's fine. You guys have a really fun time together. You guys you get to know each other really well.
So you're burning 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, you're still technically all there. But again, you're having fun.
Yeah.
We'll cut back to Rock over here. Is there any place here that kind of piques your fancy, or do you want to kind of what's something interesting to you?
I'd probably be looking through the probably looking through like the housing or the main hall to try to see if there's any just more books.
Yeah.
See if there's any like unusual books like that may have some spells or.
Yeah, absolutely. So you do kind of clamber inside as it seems to be kind of like covered up previously. But again, I think it's like mostly buildings were like barred off inside, so people were like staying inside instead of making like a final stand kind of situation. And of a lot of books. Can you get me a perception check, please? And actually 2, please, back to back. 14
plus 0.
Plus 0. That's always good.
17 plus 0.
So you go searching through some of the books and you see one ring that seems entirely all burnt, but you have this weird drive to enter it. Very weirdly. Like you feel like a kind of a movement in your body that kind of naturally gravitates you to there. And you do find a chest in there. Do you have any abilities in lock picking or just like take your chances, kick it? What's your thoughts? How are you going to open this chest? It kind of seems very antique. It seems something that might have been on boats many years ago. It's in a lot of trips. Something that seems a little bit worn. So do you want to have a crack with a spell, crack with your foot, or call a friend? Eddie, hi. Yes, this is Who Wants to Be...
That's a reference that kids will get nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. You can now actually ask your friends on Millionaire Hot Seat.
Show not
They've brought in
sponsored by us.
3 lifelines now.
But yeah, so what's your thoughts?
I am not skilled in picking locks or anything like that, but I do think that maybe Vit might be.
I don't think I am, but I can maybe burn the lock with like smithing
Oh,
tools.
burning?
Punch it with your hands.
Or I could, chop at it with a hand axe.
I can build a amazing box
so
with
do you
the
want to
block
help
on it.
out that situation?
Yeah, I'll probably. How big is the chest? Like, can I like pick it up and carry it?
It's got some heft to it. It looks like a big galleon ship. Like so this plank is like double my arms like that. It's like proper thick. So I don't think you can really carry it. You could probably ask somebody else to help you out on that situation. That's your pick. Who do you think to go?
So I'm gonna go and ask Vit as I was seeing him walking into the foundry.
Okay.
So so with that idea, he might be able to use like a hammer or something to try and break the lock open without damaging the insides, maybe.
Yeah. And this is perfect timing as you kind of finish up looking at the sword and you're like, oh, this is good.
So yeah,
Cursed.
yeah, cursed sword, nice. Something in my hand with the hole. Yeah. So all right. So and it's not like I can't pick it up and bring it across the foundry. No.
You kind of enter the area. You kind of like gestures where it is.
All right.
So how do you think you're going to open the chest?
Maybe let's try some of my smith's tools. I can maybe hit it with a hammer a few times, see if I can break the lock itself. Or I don't know, maybe I can chisel and hammer.
Sure. Can you give me a perception check?
Perception check? Yeah. 8 plus 1.
So you kind of touching around it, kind of seeing like how is it built, and you kind of look at it and you put your hand on the lock itself and and it opens, and it happens to be the hand that the mark has appeared on. It opens up and your eyes are kind of like shone really quite powerfully. Like it feels like something like energy-wise is hitting your eyes quite like sore. You can kind of duck for cover in that situation. But again, you do look inside and you find some stuff that even by like fantasy standards might seem weird. Like this is some stuff that you haven't necessarily seen in a very long time, even if at all.
You see this black slab with a picture of an apple on the back.
But you would have to wait in line so long for this thing. You have to wait for the update, charge the cables. Yeah, you do kind of hunt around, and the sound that kind of pops out kind of like shutters the windows, and you guys want to make a perception check outside as well? Those guys.
Outside.
I'm inside.
Even though I've got like a bar thing in the way.
Yeah. And a bit
And
of
is
buzz.
drinking.
So 9 plus 3.
3.
12.
You do hear a noise, but again, you could go investigate.
It's like on
Same roll, 12.
All right.
both
All right. So my chance, I'm gonna roll these and see. Yeah, 50-50 chance. You can go and investigate it yourself or wait until it happens later on. It might seem interesting. Like it's like you might be in the middle of a conversation, like you hear a noise, like it's up to you if you want to investigate. But think in character.
So what kind of noise?
It would sound like a compressed air hitting like a window, like boom, like something like that, like a large amount of gust of wind hitting like panes of glass.
And what am I doing?
I think you'd be like mid conversation with someone, like even like Tessa, and I think our friend.
Hey, wait. Am I in mid-conversation with Tessa? Because she sounded cool, or am I in mid-conversation with someone else?
I think you're in a group conversation talking about like the island itself with Tessa.
I don't care then.
It might have been revolved to the end of the conversation, but that's no problem. What do you think would Oliver be doing?
No, like I'd go to the thing.
Okay,
Conversation. Yeah.
I
gonna
would
railroad
suspect
people.
that Oliver and Saeed are having such a good time that you hear this sound of, it sounds like a glass breaking. I just yell taxi or whatever and carry right on. Fantasy taxi.
Fantasy tax. I like how
Chariot.
everything just starts with fantasy. I just like that. So you guys kind of go into that, and I can get a perception check on magic as well, exclusively.
So it would be 11 and what?
11, just base, anything that would relate to magic.
Arcana?
Arcana, I would
That
say.
would, yeah, actually, that would be, yeah, sorry, so plus 3, so 14.
14. So you do find something that you've heard about. Not a lot, but heard about. It's this kind of weird kind of sphere, essentially. Not a perfect sphere, but it's something that's kind of like an oblong a little bit more, where it's not necessarily purposely built. It looks like it's been carved to hell. But you pick it up and your body feels a bit weird, but you get like a rush of energy in your system. And can I get a roll on your end as well?
My end?
Yes.
Perception
Roll
or anything, or?
Yeah, let me get a d20.
9.
9.
Any bonuses am I getting? Or?
That's fine. You hear Brandon's voice in your hand.
Wait, what?
Is his hand a seashell now?
Careful what you do with that hand.
You can you said you're gonna do that. You start hearing his inner thoughts.
That'd be so boring.
Yeah. That's hurtful. He's a great guy.
His character.
That's fine. But yeah, you start hearing like him thinking, and that starts freaking you out. Like, yeah, oh, okay, oh no. The barbarian man's like, oh, magic hand makes sound now. Me clap.
I have high intelligence, thank you. Just shitty wisdom and charisma, but hey.
Exactly. But yeah, that kind of gonna get you the situation. Can I get a straight Arcana check on that as well? The object itself after.
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Like Shane hears Brandon think, I rolled a 20.
Yes. So
I know exactly what this is.
Yeah, you kind of recall all of the information that you've had in your past. This thing is called a channel orb, which essentially allows you to channel thoughts, great distances to allies and whoever you want. But one of the benefits is it'll act as like a permanent buff, essentially, where you can, the marks, as you previously see our friend Vid over here, having these large marks that appear on their hand, act as essentially communicators to a way you can actively communicate by covering or releasing to either talk verbally or mentally into it. So these things you now have ability.
So wait, is he hearing me now then?
No, he hears essentially. It's gone blank. It's just him going, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?" So yeah, you've now you thought these things were quite lost a long time ago. These things kind of are very ancient tech. Something that kind of the books that these things were written in are long destroyed.
Okay, and so then I'm there, and then what am I doing?
You kind of bust in here. You see him with the earrings and hand down. Yeah, and him just holding like an egg, just like an egg, and it's like you feel free to like interpret that situation however you want.
You instinctively reach for your
My scalpels, yeah. I'm like, cool, let's see what's in this egg thing. And the hand.
That's right.
Hands are fascinating.
Exactly.
They move so interestingly.
Exactly. It's all
my hand,
string.
And now they talk.
They talk.
Please tell me, like, if when the hand talks, you just do this the entire time.
Yeah.
You really should.
But yeah, the situation seems kind of weird, and yeah, you're free to mark yourself or others. It's up to you.
But, so how do we go about actually marking? Because if this is like lost technology, then his mark popped up by the sword.
Yeah.
It was the
Like, would I
bracelet
know how to?
and the guy. I'm more like after all this, I'm kind of wary of the guy at the foundry.
Yeah.
Like if he's the one that put the thing on me before you even found the egg, I'm kind of like wary of this guy.
Again, that's your perception of the situation. I
Wait, so is this called hand egg? Is this football?
It's the big game. You can't say Super Bowl. Super Bowl 0 because we don't watch in Australia.
I'm a fan of a superb owl myself.
God.
I like superfluous
I
balls.
like the Poppy Bowl. That's good. That's a thing on the internet where dogs play football, and I like it.
Can we just do that instead of this?
Next
That'd be
time!
so good.
So yes, you've kind of got this thing in your hand, and you think it's worth a lot of money, but again, it's got some uses to it. It's got some own physical uses to it.
Because we're
but yeah.
currently in the middle of a war.
Yeah,
That probably too.
yeah. But again, you can mark yourself, mark others. It's,
But how would I actually go about marking people? Because would I actually know how to do
yeah, absolutely,
that?
yeah.
P
Well,
is tradition.
yeah, well, you've got some knowledge
How
in
does,
it.
what's it called? Jacob mark the baby in Twilight 4?
There's a baby.
Boo!
You got that
I
reference.
did. I don't
could
want
not
to.
get that far.
Yeah.
I tried. I
watch
tried
bad internet
so
reviews.
hard.
So yeah, you see there's a handprint on one side of these eggs. God damn it! It's essentially a sign.
Ah, there's eggs.
Yeah, you can put your hand on it and you kind of see like a little crystal right bed in the middle that seems to be generating the most energy. Yeah, so it's up to you if you can do it. You could.
Just leave me.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll mark myself with the egg.
Okay. That's a new statement. Mark yourself an egg. Come to New Game Plus. Come to the New Game Plus store. Please buy hoodies.
Just make sure you wash your hands up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you put your hand in it, and your body shakes violently, like a ripple going straight through
I'm
your
a
body.
human vibrator now.
And you hear your body.
Oh.
I'm gonna just fucking forget.
I heard that thought. I heard that thought.
Yeah.
Slide
He didn't
right
even have
along.
to say that.
Exactly.
I heard that
If
thought.
what's called if Oliver heard that, he'd be on the floor laughing. But thankfully, Oliver's ears are completely untarnished by
Yeah,
that thought.
you're being like sung around by Saeed's like sea shanties and Moroccan beats as he brings out a guitar and
so
plays
it's
it poorly. He
so
plays it
it's
Fancy
poorly.
guitar. Wouldn't it be like a lute or a lyre?
Oh, it's an island. It's an island.
A hurdy-gurdy.
Someone's play Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
I do want to play it
It's
so
awesome.
much.
It is
I
a
really
good
don't.
game.
The lines are too
We should
big.
do that for a stream. We'll talk about it later. Your vision goes dark, and you see a being, like the previous being who talked to you last episode. Make sure you watch that, please.
Oh, Mr. Crabman.
Mr. Crabman, Mr. Krabs. You see him scream violently in pain as red lights flash behind him, and you kind of come back to reality. Boom.
Oh.
So yeah.
Mr. Krabby is like hurt by Row.
What?
Wow.
Is nobody here read comics?
No, I'm a fake nerd.
Ah, Row is the red sun god from Krypton.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, I
Seemed
don't
like
watch
3
Superman.
episodes
I
of
don't read
Supergirl. Does that
Superman.
count?
It
Oh,
does.
I know that is
Supergirl is amazing.
I've only read like Deadpool and that's it because I'm a fucking loser.
Oh, it's okay. You're a DM of D&D. You're cool.
Oh, I'm gonna feel the vibrations of that. But yeah, and the mark comes back in your hand, but the mark on your hand seems different. Do you want to do an Arcana check? Arcana check, the game.
I know nothing.
No. You at least know the symbol on here seems to be an arrow, where his seems to be more of a kind of a straight line with spears coming out of it.
So you're a straight edge, is what you're saying.
Straight edge. CM Punk, please come back to WWE.
Multiple straight edge.
Exactly. Yes. So you're more than welcome to
Pass the egg.
offer it to.
Touch my egg.
Sure. That seems fine.
I didn't think that conversation through. Touch the egg. Oh, that's fine.
Can I do some tests
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
the egg
Absolutely.
before I touch it? Because this seems like a whole thing.
What kind of test?
What kind of tests are available to me?
Well,
Master.
you've got a medical background, but again, scientific background might be.
I also have scientific
I
background.
was saying, what kind of fields outside of medical would you believe? Do you think it would be more like investigational?
So I've got some biology. I've got what have I got going on?
Maybe geology, because it's wrong.
Yeah, I think I do have a little bit of geology going on, but
Okay.
mostly I'm interested in how people and things work.
Okay. Well, you can do a rudimentary perception check, and you kind of add any of the sciences that you want to it.
But apparently I have fancy thinking because I do dragon chess.
Dragon chess is my favorite Skyrim mod.
Okay.
Mine's the one where
rolling.
you replace the dragon with
3.
something.
3.
But
dropped the
plus
egg.
what?
Plus.
Perception?
Yeah, feel free to add whatever you want.
3. I'm 6.
So you play dragon chess, but we're playing dragon checkers here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why'd you reference that of all things? So you kind of
Dragon go fish. Fine.
As you touch it, you feel like metal in your hands. Like I don't know why. You feel like metal, like your fingertips are covered in metal.
Like, okay.
Okay.
Do I, how did,
So it feels
like
so
good metal?
But it feels like it's
heavy
like,
metal.
It feels like your skin has become inorganic. Like the moment you touch it, like essentially, it feels like a rubber glove entirely made of like moving metal.
A gauntlet?
A gauntlet?
So-
Like, no gauntlet, but I feel like your own like essentially it's another skin. It feels like another skin to your own hand.
How would I feel about that?
Yes.
How does Antonio Banderas feel on that movie, The Skin I'm in?
Well, I want to know more. How
Okay.
can I find out more?
You will relay the information then of the transferal,
Wait, what?
the hand symbol.
Relay? Yeah, sure, I'll relay.
You kind of shows you the fact that both of them have marks, and essentially it's now like a communicator.
So if I now touch it, can they hear my thoughts, or can I just hear their thoughts?
It seems like he kind of relays the fact that
No,
the
once I
orbs
touch
itself,
the thing,
yeah, you can touch it. Everyone else can kind of feel your own like thoughts.
so they feel my thoughts. I don't just feel their thoughts. Is
No,
there a
it's
way to make it
essentially-
one
it's a
way?
Whoever
It's a
holds
channeling.
the egg holds his
thought.
thoughts that goes
Like
out.
essentially, you can talk into it or mentally communicate without it.
So we can hear his thoughts and we can talk to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I talk to you
Absolutely.
without
It's essentially,
holding
like
the egg?
it's essentially like a hand radio, like an inbuilt like communication system.
Is there a way to make
I
it
guess
quiet?
hands-free.
Oh, absolutely. You can essentially you can physically clench your hand and turn it off.
Oh, but like I can't just put on a glove and it's gone forever, or like gone until I take
it would
off
probably
the
mute
glove.
it a little bit, but again,
Okay.
you don't know much about it because it's like secondhand knowledge. Haha.
I feel that being able to communicate in the heat of battle is good, and apparently walkie-talkies haven't been invented yet, so I have to listen to my own hand.
Yes.
It's quite handy.
So,
Give my hand. Welcome to the joke.
since the worst people always experiment on themselves first, yeah, I touched the egg in the good place.
This episode of New Game Plus is brought to you by whatever site that's related to.
The good place. It's a TV
It's a good Netflix series.
Exactly, that's my
great
favorite
Netflix
Netflix. Hang in touch. You put your hands on it and you get the same kind of shot on your body and your vision goes dark, but you find yourself in a jungle surrounded by people who are bloodied. And
Yay.
you seem to be, like the entire area you get a hit is like smoke in your face, like the entire area is like being burnt to a crisp.
Oh, yeah.
And the vision like cuts back out.
But everyone's dying.
At this point, I really want to go back to the foundry and ask this guy. Like,
Yeah. But it's
What did you do to
What
me?
time of the night is this all happening?
we're heading close to midnight, so we might get into the action
Because
before.
I feel like I walk into. I feel like I walk like I
You
feel
walked
like,
into a bar, yes?
Yes, I'm. I'm like I've partied with Saeed. I check his midnight. I give him like sort of one last sort of forlorn farewell.
Yeah.
Then what's
Kiss him on the forehead, kiss home, good night.
Yeah, kiss you. Yeah, so do that. Walk back and then see the handy thing. I roll my.
Hand of time.
I see your handy.
Hand of there. Hello there,
I
fella.
got my Artificer's Law, so I should know this shit. 17 plus 2 plus 2 is a 21. Ah, it's one of those handy majiggies. Give me.
Yes. Yes, you've got some your own purposeful knowledge. You kind of purposely dived into this one as you're someone who kind of enjoys kind of the oddities that
Yeah.
a lot of people. This seems to
And
be
also,
kind
like the alcohol also helps, but it's more I already sort of know what's
Yeah.
up with this, with giving my Artificer's Law. Oh, and I also, during the bar ruckus, I built a clockwork toy to amuse Saeed, which may come into play later.
Okay. Very good to tell me. No, I'm kidding.
I spent 10 gold to make this, thank you very much.
That's fine. That's fine. Feel free to talk to me anytime.
Are you just quietly like playing your own game? Like, we took too long.
I could be playing Hearthstone now, thank you.
Exactly. Everyone's
God.
playing Switch. But yes, you go back there and you understand this is from an ancient, like big being underneath the ocean known as the sectoid. The sectoid are essentially these big kind of
Crabs?
not crabs, but I would say very more insectoid, insectoid in kind of shape. But again, these books that you've kind of read from are very like not the most clear. These are like stories told from stories. You're more welcome to touch it as well.
Oh yeah, I mean I know what I'm getting into. I see the other kids have got their sort of hand marks. So oh, you got to speak. What's mine?
That's right. You kind of it's like Power Rangers, but really weird. Oh god, that makes me him. Big head in a jar. So you do touch it, and
I get behind that.
So your body shakes a little bit more than kind of normal, and your vision goes dark. And you see that you're on top of the mountain, as you kind of heard from the many stories with Said, that the mountain's called Mount Kai. It's a very interesting kind of island mountain, and you see something in the sky moving away from you. But again, the vision is very blurry. It feels like you're waking up at midday after drinking a lot, like Sayed's probably going to be doing in the afterlife. I'm the one who's making that jokes now. But yeah, you kind of pop back into reality, and the mark on your hand is it seemed to be a lot more heart-like. But
wait, you give me you give earth, fire, wind, water to these and I'm stuck with hearts.
No. It seems heart-shaped. Not like the regular heart.
Did you give me a freaking heartogram?
Okay, wait. Is it ladybug shaped or is it like anatomical heart?
Anatomical.
Okay, cool.
Seems like because you can't really perceive it other than like a scar. Essentially, it's not something that you can nail on. That's why everyone else kind of have a very obtuse thing, because it's not like. You can't really make a lot of notations with
So what's
scarring.
mine?
Yours is actually. Can you roll perception for me?
Can you just describe hers as metal?
5 plus 3, 8.
Yeah. Your one is a single point with things wrapping around it.
This did not help at all.
It's almost like the medical symbol for doctors.
Oh, thank you.
Got him. Yeah. So yeah, it seems like almost like a clenched fist, but again, you can barely make it out. It's essentially like that. So you hear a chime out from the tower itself. It's about to hit midnight, and people are freaking out. You hear people the area is dead quiet on you, and you can make your way back to here or whatever position you feel like makes more sense. I'm guessing previously when you were building that stuff, you took stuff from the watchtower, so you've really got a control on that.
Yeah, so all I have to do is...
The controlled demolition.
From somewhere, I have to throw my fireball to the watchtower to make it fall into the...
Oh, well, there was several kind of ways to do it. You can either set the thing on fire directly, or have a pilot light on top of it, something that you can essentially Olympus torch it on top, and then smash it down, or you could actively set it on fire like a fire arrow.
I think we've got I was thinking of having a few backup plans. We have something to light on the top, but it's also I think it was rickety on the bottom, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was planned demolition kind of style.
And also, I have my Wand of Fireball,
Yes.
and so I feel like that's gonna be useful.
Yeah. Oh well, the idea would be essentially your kind of concept would be. Not to set the building directly on fire. It's more to cause the thing to collide on fire on it to make a giant
Yeah, but I think if I throw my Wand of Fireball at the watchtower,
the wand.
I don't
Take the one. Fuck you, one.
I still don't like that plan because I feel like it's gonna blow up the watchtower and the debris is gonna go everywhere.
But we're far enough back. That's a reasonable distance.
It is a small village, so gap-wise, your walking distance essentially is 5 of those. So
that watchtower is fairly far from the bar, but I assume the watchtower is also pretty high.
Yeah,
Look,
it's a tower.
I'm pretty sure I can get that fireball to hit the watchtower and hit the bar, and then the bar explodes.
Yeah.
And then by that stage, I've had enough time to go inside and not care.
Awesome. All right. I think. Outside, what's your thoughts?
I kind of want some backup plans because I feel like you're gonna roll in low and miss everything and everything be bad.
Okay, then what's your backup plan? Strong boy.
I kind of.
You're very strong.
So,
we also maybe use some range attacks, either Eldritch Blast to actually just knock over that one pillar and then it falls. Or we can maybe hand axe throw, or I can run it and hit and then run back, or...
Okay, but you don't think having a big fireball that will also catch the other stragglers that are not in the bar yet could be super helpful?
Yes, but I'm also scared that you'll just blast it into our faces. And with
All right, what's more useful to you? The building blowing up, or the destruction of the tower hitting the building, causing it to explode?
Probably the building blowing up is just more helpful. Why blow up a thing to make the building blow up? Why don't we just make the building blow up?
Well, essentially, you're taking out at a choke point. If you take out that line, that means another, essentially, it's a flaming pile of stuff, rubble in the way.
Well, why can't I explode that and then,
Oh, two birds, one stone.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that allows for more things to go wrong.
I think we'll maybe react how we go. If we do bad, we're going to have to react on a few things.
The best
got a
plan's
few
working on
plans.
flag.
Okay, but do we want to blow up the bar just directly and then collapse the watchtower?
We'll see how we go.
Okay, but we need to pick what is plan A before we travel to plan B.
I'd say plan A is the watchtower falls in the bar and bar blows up.
That's the most unspectacular sort of outcome, so I vote for that.
That's very, like Universal Hollywood. I like it.
Sounds like a plan. I like what she said. Let's go and get some fighting happening. Fight forever. Yay. What side indirectly do you guys want to protect for the first hour?
So all of our people are in the main hall?
Yes. So everyone who is the black die, we'll stick him in the middle.
I think we have.
So what's the thoughts? Because again, you're going to deal with a lot of them. So do you want to have 2 people on one on
Saeed's just rounding them all up for us, right?
Yeah, or Saeed's in
Saeed's
there.
just in here, yeah.
No, but Saeed's supposed to be rounding them up. So the whole point of Saeed is that he's supposed to be
No, he
luring
was
them
having
into
a
the bar.
party. Yeah, he's having a party. And so
Yeah,
the
but he
sound's
has
gonna
to
be-
get them in there.
Oh, he's
just
making
making loud
noise.
noise.
I'm guessing that's
Okay.
the kind of the.
Yeah, again, like he's got his what's it called, fantasy electric guitar / DJ kit / whatever with whatever genre of music with a scribe Saeed. here.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, hurdy-gurdy. So
He's on the roof playing hurdy-gurdy, like diddle.
Yeah. Those are fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So we probably want to be quiet until as many as we can see are in the bar.
yeah.
So we don't want people to think that we're there.
So we're just here, just enjoying this concert that Saeed.
Yeah, we're
provided.
just watching Saeed's last moments.
All right,
Okay.
I
we hear
think we have,
screams?
but we have people watching these two
Like,
sides.
yeah, so
like
yeah.
that's what because if they maybe just a small force comes here.
Because they're not directly going to go straight there.
Yeah.
It's sound everywhere. Like it's just like it's like a zombie horde in like Left 4 Dead. They're not going to come from one direction. They're not going to go to one point.
Okay, so we don't just have NPCs guarding.
No, you're the last stand people.
God damn it.
So
Okay.
you've got the green wall, which is the longest. Red is the shortest, and blue is the smallest. But again, you don't know who's coming from where. So it's only your personal choice. 4 people, 3 ways.
So I want to go to the place that's the least dangerous.
but I
I
also
thought
You're
you would need a beer.
you're the blood hungry doctor.
I don't
That,
want to.
and you're
I want to.
also- You're
the one setting the stuff up,
dissect.
though.
setting a flight. So
Yeah, exactly.
So
I thought like I had a while before I needed to do that.
Hey, you gotta be-
depending, we don't know the situation. We did on the flight.
You gotta be in it to win it.
I can run that many squares.
Hey, you weren't planning a mission and then just like, oh, I'm gonna wait on the end. No, it's fine. So what's your thoughts, Vic?
Like, I'd say we'd push one of the warlocks in the small side here. Maybe whichever you want to go, whatever. We put another one on this side here for maybe using an Eldritch Blast on the watchtower, depending. And I'll cover here for now. And if I have to, I'll move across
I
and.
feel like my dude will be keeping an eye, basically like 70% of the time he's looking at the bar, 30% of the time he's sort of flitting that
Actually,
way.
do you
and
want to
then
swap
bar.
spots so you can look mournfully at the dude you're about to murder
Yes.
Your friend.
indirectly?
Yeah.
All right.
You really shouldn't have gotten attached to the cannon fodder.
No.
That's my autobiography.
And the
Ladies-
name of your sex tape.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's called Han Solo. Welcome back. There we go. Just
went
thinking with that
too
call. So
Too real.
it is
DCMA.
Exactly. Welcome to midnight, hour 1. Oh well. So let me just grab that one. Alright, that one. So on red we have 5.
Good night.
5 appear on 5.
Across or
Across, do a fan effect of them.
So they've just randomly appeared. We haven't
can we-
noticed them.
No, they've moved on hour 1. So again, they're actually essentially moving to that line on the hour. So essentially, you could have.
So this is
really
that
picked one.
This is, but they're
the
coming
Anna
at you.
Paquin movie with the
Just
geese.
a 5.
I'm thinking more the Mighty Ducks movie with the Mighty Ducks doing a flying V at you.
Yeah,
Vegan
the geese movie.
What's your favorite DMX song? Mine's no. We have. I forgot how many I put in there. That is 5 on green. On green, please.
Green.
Yes. And we have 3 on blue. This is what happens when you roll all the dice once and it all hits badly. By the way, 1 was the safety number. I have no 1s on me right now. So yes, this is hour 1. Instead of rolling for combat on them, you get first attack and they get second. So
Does it matter where they are placed? Like how far away?
they're essentially moving in an organized form similar to that. Like essentially they're not like on the line immediately, but essentially they're on their way.
So
Yeah. So essentially, I think that's more comfortable. Yeah. Okay. So who is the number one? Oh, well, number one gets to damage first.
Cool. Okay, so 7 seems pretty close to me, so I'm going to throw a vial of acid.
Nice.
Which turns out I already have.
Nice. Do you need to do direct or area effect, where you're gonna like hit an area or hit a target?
I'm going to aim for the face.
The face.
Because that seems like the best place for acid.
And face crabs.
And face crabs. Like you hit the brain and the gooey parts.
They are covered in crabs in the face.
17 plus. What would it be plus?
dexterity.
Dexterity.
Rolling.
I'm guessing it's hold on, underarm, overarm.
Like overarm. Plus 1, so it's 18.
Cool. 18 hits. Which one are you directly targeting? Because you can target whatever you want.
Well, I figured I was going for the one closest to me because that seemed best for.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You do strike on that, and can I get a damage die? Which damage die for that would be?
What? Yeah. What would that be?
Let's just say for the time being and the sake of time, let's do D10.
D10. 10.
Whoa! And can I roll D20 for me?
3.
3. So as you kind of you aim for the face as well, you kind of aim it. You smash. The thing hisses like disgustingly. Like even with the hiss of like the acid burning away, it freaks you out, leaving like a little bit more like the smell as well. It's a combination of like the violence. It's just like there's no blood. It just grows green. It's bleh.
Yeah, see, I prefer the red blood, but okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. So that would be Mr. Rock taking the next mark.
So is this one still alive or is he Gonski?
He is dosed.
He is pretty dead.
He's dosed. I would say for the sake of it, he might not be dead. Just for the sake of it, you messed him up with an acid bottle in the face.
Incapacitated.
You bashed
I
his
have
head.
the book
Oh yeah, sure.
because I'm just gonna look up the spell real quickly.
We'll fast forward to this.
Are we gonna have another massive explosion where we're gonna?
No. This is a.
This is a good spell in comparison to a.
Is he gonna cast Zone of
You
Truth?
really have something against that fireball that saved all of
That's
us
right.
from certain.
My hair
discomfort.
is probably singed. It's probably like I had nice wavy hair, and this is like fully in character. My hair is probably like this, like
That's commitment.
Yeah.
And you know these burns that are from the sun? They're probably actually from the fireball.
Yeah.
Actually,
well, in the
speaking of-
foundry, you get yourself a haircut. You were like, I want to get back to serious mission. You like Conan style, like you just like boom straight off, like somebody here with long hair who keeps around the microphone.
Yeah.
So Brandon.
Meanwhile, Brandon's done the sort of the teen movie thing of
The heartthrob.
the hair being unwound to reveal the beauty that was underneath the nerd the entire
He
time.
also
or
needs to
something.
take his glasses off at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast sleep.
All right. Is
On
it
the
a
four party members.
Is it a target attack or is it like distance?
It's a distance, so within 20 feet of the area I cast it from. So I'm gonna cast it.
Sure. Thank God you're by yourself and dealing with the lowest number. That's fine. Good stuff. I hate you, man. Yeah. So yeah, is that roll against?
Sort of. So I roll 5d8s.
Oh, fuck you.
The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of the point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures, starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points.
No, I said you just like said shut the fuck up, Tom, and I win.
So 3
3.
plus 5.
8. I'll do the maths.
Oh,
9.
9.
That's 12.
12.
Yeah.
And then one more. And that's
20.
20.
20. You put them all to sleep. As if, yeah, you can just do that. Let's be honest, that's what happens.
So all of them?
No, over it, like he essentially shotguns them and he just destroys them and destroys my emotional state.
now they're
just
unconscious.
asleep,
So
though.
if someone wants to experiment on them later,
Thank you. That's so kind of you.
Hey, MVP.
Maybe let's put them as zeros, just like they're there, but
try
they're
the
zeros.
zeros.
They're there, but they're not there.
they try to be heroes.
Yes, so we'll take care of our business, as they say.
And it's nice to have some spare organs.
Exactly.
Like you really need that sometimes.
Thank God. So do you do like bulk medical bills?
Bulk billing.
I have some things.
I don't bulk bill, but I do take body parts in the form of payment.
Oh.
So like if you've
I
got
know a
something
guy.
you're not using,
Is
like
that?
a gallbladder, an appendix.
That's the thing that's wrong.
Kidney.
An extra kidney.
Eye,
Look,
patch.
I'll take that.
So-
Eyeball.
We'll cut over to Vic. Vic's moment of triumph.
I'll patch your
I have
eyeball.
5 enemies that I've.
Five enemies. So what's your thoughts?
My thoughts. I feel like I might be in a slight amount of trouble. Then I think I should activate one of my abilities.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Rage.
Bingo! That's the reason why you have a barbarian. Exactly.
So basically, I think I just got advantage on most strength rolls and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going
Whip the
to.
mace.
Yeah, but like this is going to be hard.
Angrily throw.
I could angrily throw, but I feel like I'd only be able to take out 3. There's no way I can take out.
You can get close quarters and just like go slashing.
I could, but I'm going to then have to jump over that barrier.
I would say it's naturally in the movement that you're going
I
forward
could-
to a rush.
You could
Alright.
jump angrily in the manner of Troy Bolton from High School Musical 2 during the golf scene.
Okay, no, I don't even care anymore.
Have
I'm going
no
to jump
idea.
in.
What time is it? Time to fucking play.
Yeah, I'm going to jump into the middle of them
Yes.
and do like a Zelda style,
Yeah.
spin
You got
slash.
full health, you got full health.
Yeah, full health, spin slash. Yeah.
All right, so I have to roll
Charging.
against all of them. So yeah, roll to confirm.
All right, so
But again, yeah, go ahead. Roll.
D20?
D20. Please don't. So, please.
You rolled
I
a
had
2.
advantage.
Okay, you had advantage. Exactly. You roll again.
Roll again. Okay, let's do this. Come on.
Please don't roll
I
one,
believe
two,
in
four.
you.
I was about to say, can
That's a
you
lie.
just be a
I
bad
could believe
fighter?
in you.
16. Yes! Plus 3. Boom. Do I get proficiency bonus on that too? So it's probably
Yeah.
20. It's probably 20. Because plus 3 and plus 2, it's 20. It's 20.
So yeah. Tell me in combat. So this is the final moment of this episode. How do we end it? Do you,
Okay, I'm like,
You get nothing.
I'm like, okay, I don't know how to, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just like, I'm going to do it. Jump in, like, hold sword over the top of my head.
Yeah, the blood.
And then realize, oh wait, this is a downward slash on one enemy. I'm like, okay, I adjust my like slash to a cross.
you tornado it.
Yeah, and then I like get in and just spin around like a ballerina kind of thing.
Yes. So you kind of like tornado, like kind of strike them all.
Yeah.
As you go through them,
Gracefully raging.
I'm guessing you're using the newly repaired sword. As soon as the blade hits them, the thing just like vanishes. Like they just like carves them, just disappear into dust.
So they're vampires?
So what could that mean?
Could it mean that the sword
Vampires.
is enchanted or something? Or?
Who knows?
It's
That's
a
no
shell
perception.
slayer.
Oh, do I have to roll perception?
All right. Final roll. Final roll. Do it in the middle. Do it in the middle.
Do it in the middle?
If you roll a 2, I'm gonna be so fucking happy. So happy.
17.
17.
Plus 1 for perception.
That's right. The metal on the sword feels like it vibrated as you swung it, and it feels something weird.
Vibroblade.
Everything vibrates in this episode, and I'm concerned.
Exactly. Don't look at my browser history. So, thank you much for joining us this time on that Sour Night, Sour Patch Kids note. I have enjoyed this so very much, but again, I am only a humble storyteller. These people are the real engine behind the movie.
Woo.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Not so much done now. So, as an exclusive little bonus, on this episode, I'm going to give away my first point of inspiration. And that will be to Vit. So Vit now has 1 point to spend whenever he wants to get advantage on any situation.
Come on, me getting drunk doesn't count as being inspiration.
You make a bomb and you didn't tell me, so there you go, you lost that.
Bird.
Bird. Bye-bye. So, thank you much for joining us this time. I hope you join us next time. We've got a bunch of stuff coming this way. If you enjoy us, make sure to follow us. That spiel, everyone does it on the internet. From myself,
Like
Tom,
and subscribe.
Shane, Alice, Don, and my dear friend Brandon. We'll catch you guys next time. Adios!